CNC performing a launch status check at this time. Officers to verify ready, resume count, and go for launch. OTC. All good. Go. TBC. TBC. Go. TBC. Pilot exit. Go. OPS. Stop check. Go. Distant flight. Distant flight. Pilot. Go. Yep. Yep. Go. There we go.
Good morning, Southern California. It's that time to get your lazy ass out of bed and kicked into gear. You are now tuned into the Not So Early Show with Racy and his crazy ass friends. Let's get this shit started.
My style is the bomb.
Good morning, Southern California. It is, I was going to say Friday.
Close enough.
It's kind of like Friday right now, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, going into a 4-day weekend for those of us who work the 9-to-5ers, though. But Friday, November 24th, live music by Seatbelt with the Voodoo Train, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. right there in Lomita Ale House. That's 24123 Narbonne Avenue right there in Lomita.
Yeah, that sounds delightful after a Thursday with your families, right? After all the torture.
Look, I gotta get away.
Yeah.
But it is, what is it? It's Wednesday today.
What is going on?
What is that? Is that you?
I don't know. I think it's, you know what? My computer has been going berserk.
Hump Day.
Wednesday.
There you go.
That was weird.
It was weird.
What was it?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ray. There's a show.
There's a motherfucking show.
Well,
What?
November 22nd.
What are you going to rant about today?
No, I'm not ranting. Do you consider my...
Yes. Yes, I do. I feel like you have...
Yeah.
You kind of... It's like Ray's rants in the morning. It's like, what am I going to bitch about today? What are you going to bitch about today? That's what I want to know.
No bitching, but...
No bitching.
Let me ask you this. Are we all done? And this is for everybody on the forum and everybody listening, you know, in their work offices or whatnot. But is everybody done doing the shopping for what they have to cook tomorrow? Is today prep day? Or are you guys cooking anything today? What are we cooking today?
I think I was going to start the stuffing and potatoes and yams, so I don't have to do it all tomorrow.
What are you going to do with the potatoes? Are you mashing them?
You know what's fucked up about that?
Yeah.
I made the mistake of Instacarting that stuff because we got the main stuff in person.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't fuck it up, right? Because we chose exactly what we wanted. But the potatoes, I ordered like a 10-pound bag. They sent me one potato.
Not one 10-pound bag. They sent you one potato.
Sent me one potato.
Maybe they thought you had like a kid with a science spoon or something like that.
I have no idea. But one potato. So I'm debating on going in person today.
You know what another good question is today?
What? I know. I love Ray's wheat cooking. That's great.
You know what is another great question?
What?
Is how many Thanksgivings are you celebrating?
Oh, right. One 10-pound potato. I like that. No, dude, you know what's funnier? It was tiny.
Yeah.
It was fucking tiny. Like, who orders? And that's happened to me multiple times.
Yeah.
I've ordered, a package of jalapenos or whatever, and they send me one. Or they goofed one time when I asked for, what did I ask for? 1 3-pack of zucchini, and they sent me like 12. It just, I don't know.
Yeah. So how many
pros and cons?
How many Thanksgivings are we going to celebrate?
Fuck, like 3?
We have 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody else out there? Can you guys beat 3? Like we're doing one Thanksgiving here as a small family, and then Friday we're doing
your side,
my side, which we don't have to cook for. Are we taking things over there? What are we doing?
They are bitching about you frying the ham.
They don't want me to.
They don't want you to fry the ham. I want you to fry the ham, so I don't have to do it.
All right.
One less thing for me to do, but,
Otherwise, you'd be cooking on Thanksgiving Day, right? Which we're going to be doing anyway.
I usually cook on Thanksgiving Day, so this would be the first year that I don't, I think.
And then we have another one.
Yes, we have Friendsgiving.
We have and when that's Friday.
Saturday.
That's Saturday.
Yes. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Wow, it's a lot of food.
There's a lot of food.
Are we?
You're doing things for each event, by the way.
What do we got? What do we got going on?
You're deep frying a turkey tomorrow.
Okay.
Possibly the ham.
Okay.
Friday, the ham.
Yeah.
Saturday, the ham.
Okay. Ah, that's a lot.
You handle the meat. What can I say?
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. What are the boys doing? Are they helping us out? Or we just doing whatever we tell them to do?
You can take one and I'll take the other.
This is, I'm getting the older one. He listens.
I'm getting the older one. Okay, I don't mind the little one. He can break up all the bread, the loaves of bread for the stuffing.
What do we have to prep today? What's today? What are we
Oh my
prepping?
God, are you fucking listening? The stuffing, the yams, the potatoes, just so I can pop it in the oven tomorrow. Oh my God.
Okay, that sounds like all your job.
Yeah, it does, right? Okay. The veggies and stuff I can do day of.
Okay, I can handle that.
You can handle that? You're just in charge of the fucking meat, okay?
Yeah, no, I got that. Don't worry about it.
Mr. Kelly, I'm not happy having to do even one. Bah humbug. You're fucking telling me. You realize how much work goes into these things when you end up being the fucking adult. Like, I look around as I got older, and as you get older, you had more responsibilities.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, how did my dad do all of this before?
Easily.
Because my dad was, the mastermind that cooked on every level. I think my mom opened the cranberry can,
Well, crack your cans, because I got these fucking meat things. I got them down.
I got these meat things.
Don't worry about it. I think, I think you over worry about my capabilities. Like, you take my nonchalant attitude as a way for you to fear the future.
You guys, he says nonchalant attitude.
I'm like, no. We can do it. It's fucking
last minute Ray coming in clutch every time. Yes, of course it fucking stresses me out. Are you kidding me?
I got this.
You guys come from the philosophy that it's all gonna work out. And it eventually does. I'm not gonna lie, it does.
Yeah.
But it could be fucking a million times better if you prep and plan.
Which I agree with. But
oh, fuck yes.
Which I agree with. However, it's more. Sometimes you can overplan. There's such thing as overplanning, and then you get disappointed when things don't happen. The idea is to have contingencies when plans go awry.
With you, I have learned I have like fucking 5 extra of them. Good morning, Chef Chewy.
It's all going to work out as long as Ronnie works her ass off. That's right.
Oh my God, you are so right. And then he asked me,
you want me to build you a bigger kitchen?
Yes. Then he looks at me, why are you so frustrated? What's happening? Should we wipe that shit off your face?
Yeah.
And then I have to like Marsha Brady, like, oh my God, everything's fine. Stepford wife status.
That's not me telling you to do that. That's you volunteer to do the potatoes, the veggies.
You volunteer.
You do. Like you asked for these things.
Nobody else fucking cooks here. What do you want me to do?
There's a great thing called delegation. If you would say,
here we go, guys. This is wonderful.
Yeah, if you were to say, Ray, handle the veggies. Guess what I get to do?
Okay.
I handle the veggies.
You handle the potatoes.
Right. I can do these things.
Okay. All right.
You didn't ask, so
I want you to do the potatoes.
No, it's too late. No. It's too late to do it now. You can't sit there and
I can't do it now?
No.
You got time, honey.
I already got my days planned.
Oh, my God.
Getting the turkey and the hams ready.
No fucking shit. Oh, my God. And I thought about that as well because we were planning on having a very Southern California Christmas and eating outside since we will be deep frying the turkey and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing, Mr. Kelly.
I did work on it yesterday.
It's a total eyesore.
I worked on it yesterday.
True. But is it done?
No. You don't rush quality. We'll get there.
All right. Okay.
What did Chewy send over here? What did you send, Chewy? Let's see here.
I wonder what it could be.
I'm going to find out here. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what he got here. Morticia reading. We looked and then we saw him step on the mat. Okay, I see. Okay, start doing all the sides now. And yesterday, see, he started doing it already.
What I'm doing.
Well.
Wife problem. Shut up. Well, if it wasn't his wife, it'd be his mama doing everything.
What are you saying?
She would totally be doing it right now without you. Would you help every year before?
Have you been there every year before?
Yeah, I've been there for a few years. Never seen it.
You know what? Okay.
He's offended.
Yeah, I'm offended. Look, you know what? This is the way you want to start the morning. Let's do it. It's like shit on
Kara
Ray.
says it's too late after he says you can count on him. Classic.
It's like it's so easy for you to be like, you know what? Here's what I'll tell you. You ready for this?
Yes.
Ray.
Get over it.
No,
it's not that deep.
Hold on. You got to say a whole shitload this morning. Ray, could you check the tires on the truck or the oil change? Can you do all? I do not ever bring up the complaints that you come up with doing. Thanksgiving comes once a year. Okay? Oil changes, looking at the car, fixing things on the truck, whatever it might be. I just do it. There's no complaining. I don't need help. I'll just get it done. If I do need help, I call Rick. You're like, hey man,
Kara's right. Yeah. Don't you just love the holidays? Fuck. You know what I did see?
I just do it. It's like your job.
The irony is I just started asking you to do that because now, you are my husband and I feel like it's your duty. And then you're going to bitch, oh, why are you taking it to the mechanic? Why are you doing this?
I feel like...
how about this one? You didn't fucking do it right, Veronica.
That's right.
That's like, oh, I'm sorry I don't do it like you. You didn't snap on the windshield wipers. I have a method. He's laughing because it's true. He's like, I have a method.
I do have a method.
Anyway, did anyone see that meme out there that was if your family starts fighting, go live? So please, I request everyone that I know, everyone that I don't know, out there in Radioland, if you're over there kicking back in the kitchen, in the corner, having a little cocktail, snacking on something in the living room. If people are fucking fighting, if that Theo got drunk, go live. Fuck it. I will tune in.
Holidays are all fun and games until you get married. It's funny that you mentioned that.
Oh my God, this is so great. Yes, my darling sugar plum.
You have been yelling at me more since we've been married.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes. Your decibels have been going up.
All lies.
I don't know.
Lies.
The first 15 minutes used to be like us introducing ourselves to our new listeners, and we used to tell the agenda of what we're going to be doing today on the show, but no, we don't do any of that anymore.
Well, you just started ranting, ever since, you have just had to take on, I guess, more responsibilities than taking care of yourself.
What do you mean?
You ranting and raving about drop-offs, about having to make meat.
Those aren't rants. I even say how much I love it. How is that a rant?
Okay. All right.
How do you take that as
Happy
a rant?
holidays.
How does that equate? I have fun. I pull out my cones, and then,
my God.
I do all this stuff. And how does that ranty?
I feel like they're just like grumpy old men rants.
Hell no.
Okay.
There's something in your filter that needs to be changed. From whatever I am saying to whatever your ears are taking in. Yeah, we need to change that filter.
Oh my God.
I've been reading How to Talk to Uncle MAGA this Thanksgiving. Tell him the truth is an easy way to save on Christmas gifts. There you go.
Interesting. Of all good. Fun things to bring up at the dinner table, right?
They were
cones. Marriage is radio gold.
Who put that?
Mr. Kelly.
Oh, okay, let's give him a win. There you go.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
Mr. Kelly wins again. There we go. We'll send you $1 million. There we are for the joke of the day. All right, well, let's get started. Let's see what we're going to be doing today on National Bullshit Celebrations, the day before Thanksgiving. National Bullshit Celebrations, these are the days that us as Americans love to go ahead and celebrate. So what do? We pick anything and everything to celebrate so we can feel just a little bit more important. So let's go ahead and check out what we're going to be celebrating today. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. We're not going to read them all. because I don't want to read all that much.
Nice.
But here we go. The first one is going to be National Tie One On Day. What do you think? Yes or no?
Tie on the apron.
Is that what it says?
Right?
Oh,
I'm assuming.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. National Tie One On Day. It does have a picture of an apron here. National Tie One On Day might confuse people with its name. However, it's not all about going out getting crazy and drinking too much, while others are at home working hard preparing for tomorrow's big Thanksgiving Day meal.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah.
You don't say.
I'm helping you.
20 minutes in and we're still fighting over who does the dishes. Dude, seriously.
Okay, let's see. National Jukebox Day.
Yes.
Okay, that's a pretty good one right there. Up until about 2010. Up about 2010, do you know what the most two songs that were played on the jukebox across the United States were?
No, but I bet you do.
Yeah, it changed now.
Okay.
But it used to be
Something sad.
Hotel. No. Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis used to be the number one, played all over the place. And Crazy by
Aerosmith?
No.
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline. Those used to be the two. It changed now. You know, it's probably like Bruno Mars or something now. But
It's probably like Bruno Mars. Okay.
Michael Jackson never had it, though. He never had it.
Really?
Yeah, I researched this one time. The day before gathering around a turkey, gather around the nearest jukebox to celebrate National Jukebox Day as Americans flock to their hometowns for Thanksgiving. Many will head out to the neighborhood bars. See, that's what we do. And restaurants, they will catch up with friends and family and celebrate the playing of great songs in their local jukebox.
All right.
So, Jukebox Day, that sounds like a good one. Jukebox Jamboree right here on
For those
Local
avoiding
Experience.
the holiday prep, right? Hit the bars, hit the jukeboxes today.
Well, it's part of it.
It's part of it. Yeah, for who exactly?
For the people attending.
The ones not prepping the dinner, right?
If they're at the bar, they're still celebrating. Like they weren't
I'm
part of the
saying,
discussion.
A lot of people don't have fucking time to go to the bar.
You're bringing this up a lot. This is National Bullshit Day, not fucking Ronnie Complain Time. Do you know? What? You know? Let's fuck up the next one. Let's do this right here. I'll do it for you. Go ahead. I got this. National Cranberry Relish Day, another seasonal holiday staple, graces the table each year. A National Cranberry Relish Day. This can be only devoured by the people who help during Thanksgiving prep, and not the people going to the bars. So there you are, National Cranberry Relish Day.
The Bell wants to know, when is Brian motherfucking Hogan on? 10 a.m. I know, seriously, right? I can't fucking wait for Brian to take over my spot. My God. It's getting a little intense in here.
I wonder, you know,
You can't let shit go.
You're the one who brings it up.
You're getting offended, like way too deep. It's not that deep. It's just for radio,
Wait,
babe.
wait.
Calm the fuck down.
Wait, it's 22. We don't have 9 of them. That was all 3 of them right there.
So you goofed.
Yeah, okay. Well, those are
Did
the
you
3.
want to read another one since we won't be on tomorrow?
No. The Fibonacci Day.
You're Fibonacci.
Yeah. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Oh, I see. What an interesting day for that.
Yeah. Okay, so there we are. We're going to ask what Brian Hogan famous recipe is for Thanksgiving and what part he helps out with. Because I really want
I'm curious to hear that as well.
Yeah. We do have a new single out that he's this is the first time it's ever going to be played in front of anybody. And we're going to talk a little bit about the song before we bring him on. We'll bring him on here in about 40 minutes. He's coming in on the second hour. But here we go. I'm going to go and play something, and we'll be right back with your weather, everybody. Here we go.
What a perfect day. Kindly chase my cares away. If you ask me, I gotta say I am doing fine. Got my baby smiling next to me, taking my breath away with her big brown eye. And we're grooving to the song on the radio, a voice singing soft and low, fits the mood just right. It does doesn't get better than this, no. Nothing can bring me down. I've shelved all of my regrets, loving the freedom I have found on this perfect day, perfect in every way. If you ask me, I gotta say I'm doing fine. Doesn't get better than this, no. Nothing can bring me down. I've shelved all of my regrets, loving the freedom I have found on this perfect day, perfect in every way. If you ask me, I gotta say I am doing fine. I am doing fine. I am doing so fine, doing fine.
Here's the weather.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go with the weather. If you haven't been outside yet, it's currently 61 degrees here in the beautiful city of Los Angeles. It's going to be warm today. 81 degrees. Partly cloudy. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, bring it down just a little bit. 71 degrees, partly cloudy all the way to a Sunday. And it's going to be like that for the rest of the week. 71 degrees, partly cloudy here in Los Angeles. That's it. That's easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that was simple. Let's check out some other things here. Howdy, everyone. How you doing, T-Mac? Top 10 this week in Vegas calls. No, we're not doing a show on Friday. We have this our
Another Thanksgiving.
Second Thanksgiving. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go ahead and switch this out. We are going to be bringing Brian Hogan on. Let's give you some announcements here. So here we go. It is Hump Day, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful Wednesday.
Hump Day.
Tuesday nights with After Hours, Mr. Kelly at 8 to 9 p.m. I wasn't able to tune in yesterday. We were, we had a lot of things to do yesterday. We weren't even home or anything like that. But Tuesday night After Hours. Tuesday and Thursday nights with DJ Boogie at 6 p.m. The Chicken Shack Show, everybody. Go and check out and see what's on the menu. Flashback Fridays with Jenna is also not going to be playing this weekend, too, as well, as we are going into the Thanksgiving weekend along with Generation X, Y, and Z bumping all the jams. Rockin' Rhythm Radio on Saturday will continue next weekend, too, as well. Sunday jamming with the oldies on Boogie. Let's see. I'm not too sure. I haven't heard anything from Boogie if he's going to have a show on Sunday or not. He might have a show because it's pretty close out or at least away from Thanksgiving. On the record on Sundays with Kelly and Steve Harms at 6 p.m. and that'll be on Sunday too as well. They haven't missed a show, so I'm willing to bet if any one of these shows this weekend is going to happen, it's going to be on the record.
Yeah, they're the ones you can count on, huh?
Submit your gigs on the California Dreamin' event calendar over the weekend if you want somebody to go ahead and check out your gigs, or if you would like to see what is going on over the weekend, you can go ahead and check out the California Dreamin' event calendar right there on the app, or you can go on to localmusicexperience.com. Easy as that. All right, let's see here. Should we get into... we have sex facts. Where's Jenna? She loves these things.
She has been on the past few Wednesdays.
All right. You ready for some sex facts? Here we go.
Hump Day.
Sex facts. 84% people pack their bags with sex in mind.
Mostly women, I'm assuming. because the guys are like, "Oh, what's happening? What?"
Well,
I'm gonna wear the same boxer briefs I wear every time.
They're multi-purpose.
For what exactly?
Everything. Multi-purpose. With lingerie or role-play clothing being the most frequently packed at 46%. Is that right? 46% of...
Do you think that's high?
Yeah, it's more high than I would think.
You clearly never looked at my side of the luggage then. You don't even care. Okay.
All right.
Sad, very sad.
Those numbers are high. 84% of people who pack their bags with sex in mind. All right. It'll happen. And then... What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because isn't that always the case when you're going to go away for the night? You assume, hey.
Okay. I just feel like it's harder for the men.
Why?
Because we don't have things like that to make it look sexy. We got boxers. What else are we going to wear? Well, I mean, we're going to pack our boxers.
Well, let's hope you appreciate your partner when she puts, the effort out, and you make the time for that. You should know as, a couple or whatever the fuck is going on, a situationship. Yeah. You're going to go away for the night, the evening somewhere. I don't know.
I agree.
You have to make the time for that. I think that's important, especially during the holidays. You can't be like, oh, we're stuck. Oh, no, we're here with family. Oh, we're with friends. You save that fucking hour at least, and you put some work in.
I get that.
Keep morale up.
But that's not what the question was. I was saying it's harder for men. It had nothing to do with putting the work in.
Well, I'm not expecting you to wear like a fucking elephant trunk or anything weird. Okay? But I'm just saying.
It's harder for men. What are we going to wear? Like themed boxers?
Sure. A fucking hat? I don't know. Just pack the chonies without the holes. Something, right? Let's just keep it fun. Like, I really don't care. Let's get into this holiday spirit.
Just pack the chonies without the holes.
Just like most of them.
Did you say a fucking hat?
Yes, I said a fucking hat. Something festive. I don't know. Okay. Like a Santa hat.
Okay.
Rick's like, what?
Well, fuck it. We got one. 63% are more experimental on holiday with role play.
There you go.
Okay, so 63% of people, they get a little bit more, imaginative. Randy? Okay, on holiday role play, 63%.
What happens if you get the partner who doesn't want to, like, you packed all this shit and you put all this effort and they're like, no, it's not the time, or wouldn't that be such a fucking bummer? Like, don't you think if someone's putting in all that effort, you should, you're going to get in the mood even if you're not in the mood?
Well, 84% of the people would agree with you.
Okay.
63% of the people
are more experimental.
So the numbers are high. They're over half. They don't start dropping off till let's see, 70%. The most common thing that we do. So your go-to sex is what they're saying. They just would rather do. Is that what they're saying? Yes. Isn't that what that means? Yeah, like, right. Oh yeah, let's just do the usual. The go-to. Well, with these numbers, more than half of the people are enjoying their holiday sex in a certain way. They have it on their mind. 84% of the people have it on their mind when they're going out and doing something.
I love Kara. Leave him! Fuck yes, bitch. Right?
Okay. More than half of us prefer different sex position away from home. With doggy style being our holiday go-to.
I didn't know that was a treat. I thought that was the regular thing.
It's like our norm.
I had no idea that doggy was a holiday treat. I feel like such a whore.
I feel like it's a holiday every time.
Humpday.
Even when you're grumpy, then you have moments like this where you realize you have so many things to be grateful for.
Yeah, I do.
You clearly do. I
do feel that Okay, so that's 17%, the most common thing we do. That's 17%. I already know that's where you're going to put me. However, my 17% is holiday of everybody else.
It's stupid.
It's true. The proof is in the numbers.
Kara writes, ditch him and bring the toys. Always bring the toys. Either way.
I mean, I'm just
because he could be tapped out and you're like, round 3? Oh. No? No good?
17%. Okay, so the numbers don't lie. And okay, so 84% of people pack their bags with sex in their mind. This is what they're going to do.
It's usually the ladies.
Well, it's
usually,
debatable.
Usually, okay, even if not the ladies, it doesn't matter. Same-sex partner, whatever the fuck is going on in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I feel that it's always one partner who I don't know how many sex drives completely align. I have no idea out there.
What do you mean?
But sometimes there's one more person who is like the teenage boy, and one person's like, okay, we'll get to it. Okay, we'll appease your shit. Sure. Oh my God, right? I don't know what it's like out there. But generally, that is my experience right now. Anyway, where I'm like, we need to put the time in, and we do, and I'm grateful. But I do love that the holiday jam is your usual go-to.
That's pretty cool, right?
For you, that's wonderful.
Well,
that's awesome.
I mean, it's mutual. It doesn't say man or woman.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
This is possible on so many realms. I mean, this is possible even if I flipped you around, let's be honest.
Just follow the rules.
It's true,
and you won't
right?
get
Think about it.
All right,
Definitely possible.
I mean, I'm 63% into it.
I'm 63. Okay. All right, yeah.
And we're cooking tomorrow, everybody. Okay.
We're cooking today. Remember, that's what we were arguing about earlier. Get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Hold on.
Don't get shy on me now.
Hump Day.
Remember, when you had that epiphany, what was that? Saw mommy kissing Santa Claus meant that she was kissing her husband dressed as Santa and not actually Santa Claus. Well, what's worse is that Dad probably kept that on Santa suit while doing a little bit of role play. According to Pornhub. All right. We brought in the experts. Here we go. Santa-related searches increased by 447% over the holidays.
Wow. Interesting.
It's a
And
lot
for the
of-
dudes, too?
I want to say that dudes watch porn more than females. I want to say that.
Well, that's why I'm saying, so if that is high on the search engine, that means dudes are looking that up? You get me? You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yes, Kara. I'm doing doggy, but I'm in the back. Yes, queen.
That's a lot of Santa porn. Other popular searches include Santa's Little Helper. All right. Naughty Santa.
Oh.
And Sexy Santa.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's all the same thing.
it could go so many ways.
This is the only one right here, Santa's Little Helper. That's the one that suggests that it's more of a female.
Not
that you're
really.
looking at. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Well, let's look it up.
They're all elves.
Look it up
They're
right now.
generally you're gonna put that virus on your computer? What is Pornhub? What is this Pornhub you speak of? Asking for a friend.
It's
Thank you, Scotty.
It's that little dish at the end of your front wheel drive.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sure.
It keeps your wheels from shaking on your front axle. Your Pornhub.
I'm just thinking of Bad Santa, where they're like having sex and she's just like, fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, remember? So, if it's everyone's, I guess, whatever tickles your pickle, go for it.
Is there...
You were Santa last year. Just going to put that out there.
Is there... Does anyone else
Don't get shy now.
Does anyone else look up Freddy's elf video?
Oh my God.
If you happen to win 5 nights with Freddy, you can dress him up however you'd like.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Costumes optional. Okay.
I mean, you win.
Costumes are fun.
But that's it right there. A lot of Santa porn.
Okay, but what's sticking out to me is, you're saying that it's mostly dudes who watch porn. I know a lot of chicks who do too. And it's interesting that the search is like, you know, Santa porn. Like, I don't know why it would. I can't understand why you as a dude would be like, I'm going to look up Santa porn. Like, you want to see Santa rail some chick, like, and yeah, I get it. You pretend you're the guy in the body, but did you always want to be Santa? Like, where is, like, the fetish here?
I don't know. I want to say that more men would be prone to watch porn, and when the numbers go up, it makes me believe that the men are doing the searches.
Men are looking up sexy Santa.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm just making assumptions.
I see.
I wouldn't I wouldn't think that women would bump up, even if they are. I don't think they make up that heavy of a number. Let's.
He thinks they don't make it.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes women just need a jump start.
But sometimes it's not 50%. Sometimes, to me, it's like 20% of women.
Well, you were also surprised the other day that we can orgasm in 2 minutes, and lo and behold.
Yeah, but that's not searching. That's not searching. That's how your body is. We're talking about porn.
Well, it can probably be done even quicker if you're looking at something.
What percent of women? That's pretty good.
I'm
with you on there.
You're not picky. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
What
percentage of women? The ratio of men versus women watch porn.
What is the ratio? Can you type faster? Because I'm doing it with one hand. What is the ratio of
I got this.
Men to women? We're going to pull this up. We need our fact checker.
Got it.
What is it?
It says, let's see.
Okay, I'm willing to bet if I had, it has to be at least 60-40. Over men over women, 60-40. I don't have it.
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Women watch more porn than men, and other steamy stats from a new Pornhub survey.
What? Women?
The most popular search terms. I hate that you're shocked. Isn't it say a lot about Ray?
Satan's little helper.
Satan's little helper.
I am shocked.
Okay. The most popular search terms among women were about men performing oral sex on women.
Okay.
Large penises and hard sex that included screaming.
Yeah.
But when you break it down into search terms, women seem to be into porn that gets straight to the point. That's right. Okay. I don't want all the fluff.
All right.
Just get to the motherfucking point.
And this is straight. There's no debating this. This is it. This is the data. Okay. All right.
Other women watching porn are searching for female-friendly videos. And you know what I think, what I've heard in my circles of people and women?
This is all Thanksgiving related.
Yes, it is. Holiday.
Holiday, yeah.
You also, people, I know, including myself, you're going to look at people who share your body type too, because the whole thing about porn is you're imagining that is happening too. You don't care what the person looks like. You just want to get straight to the point and you want to get off, right? So you're going to look up a full figure, like big boobs, whatever you got, you're looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He goes, yeah. We're not watching porn right now, okay?
Oh, no.
You have Brian Hogan coming on in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Brian Hogan will be on at 11.
Wow. Did you bring the hat?
What? Okay.
And women age, I think this is wrong here, but I think it goes way later. It says 25 to 34 are more likely to look for porn. I think you're more open to it as you age. And you're not as, oh my God, you know?
I'm going to go ahead and say that I was more prone to watching it when I was younger, because I was more lonelier when I was younger.
Got it.
I was gone, so it's like, you revert.
I see.
Yeah.
See, but, we come into our sexual prime later where it's all risque before it's like, oh my God, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are kind of getting off in whenever, and we're still finding our rhythm.
Okay.
So now that we found our rhythm.
You guys got it now.
We got it.
Okay.
So enjoy the next 20 years thoroughly.
Fuck it. During the peak. All right. Let's see. Saturday.
What a switch.
Saturday for streaming purposes. Okay, I don't know how to read this, but the Crown City Bombers are going to be kicking off Christmas shows all through the month of December.
Okay.
And along with that, they're coming out with a Christmas album.
Yes.
And I know Dave has been trying to do a Christmas album for a while. And
you say?
Yeah, he finally got it together, and we're going to have him on the show next week, and we're going to be playing the Christmas album.
On another hump day, you say?
Another hump day, that's right. So,
Hump day.
So he's going to be here with us talking about sex facts.
Oh my God,
and doing the Christmas thing, yeah. With Dave.
Do you want him to be your co-host for the whole day? Because that would be fun. You two being awkward talking about sex facts.
Well, it's not awkward. It's just, surprised. Okay, I go surprised.
Will
I get
there be
surprised
puppets?
with something. No.
Okay.
Come on now. Okay, so along with that, and with all the Pornhub users out there that search for Santa,
yes, ladies,
this is the Crown City Bombers. When Santa comes, everybody, we'll be right back. Here we go. Pay attention to the lyrics.
Yes.
Oh, oh, oh.
I've been all around this great big world, you may have heard of me. The givenest giver that ever gave the name of Santa C. From up on the housetop down to the bottom, eat your cookies, yum. You've been a good girl lately, and Santa's gonna come. Some people call me Kringle, others call me Old Saint Nick. But you're gonna call me Daddy when I whip out my gift for you. When you see it, girl, will surely strike you dumb. But this won't be no silent night, not when Santa comes. When Santa comes, he's gonna bring you a brand new special toy. When Santa comes, you're gonna feel it as he fills you up with joy. Maybe you've been a naughty baby, I won't tell no one. It isn't only good girls who make Santa come. I've been all around this big old world and never wear a frown. When good girls put their stockings up, or bad girls take them down, I'll make sure that they're satisfied with the thing I brought and leave them with a big old smile after Santa comes. When Santa comes, he's gonna bring you a great big special toy. When Santa comes, you're gonna feel it as he fills you up with joy. Maybe you've been a naughty girl, but that never hurt no one. There's more than one trick, baby, to making Santa come, and it will be a mighty white Christmas, yes, when Santa comes.
Okay, that was fun, right?
That's always fun. When Santa comes, every time.
Here we go. We're going into Thanksgiving, correct?
Right.
Okay, so we wanted to discuss a little bit about things you shouldn't say at the table, like announcements, or just things that
Topics you should avoid
here.
at the yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's any topic you would avoid, to be honest, because we're pretty transparent
We
and
are,
everything's
yeah.
all over
Are
Radio
these-
Land.
Okay, we can blast through these.
Okay.
As a matter of fact,
You're
so
gonna go backwards?
yeah. So some of the things you shouldn't say at the Thanksgiving table. We're going to make your Thanksgiving dinner pleasant. And one of the ways of doing that, these are the top 7 things you shouldn't say. This is
Okay.
beautiful. I kind of like this. So here we go.
Number 7.
Religion. Keep religion out of your mouth when it comes to Turkey Day.
Interesting.
As the saying goes, never talk about politics or religion. Thanksgiving topics of conversation should probably not deviate from this rule. Related stories from your tango. So here we go. Studies have shown that 40% of religious people tend to talk with others about religion, whereas only 1 to 5 people consider themselves to be religious and to bring up the topic. So you're 20% odds on somebody relating to you at the dinner table about religion.
Okay.
20%. That's where it's at. You want to take get that gamble?
No.
Because if you're speaking to 5 people, 4 of them are not going to like it. Religion.
Do you guys? I know it's all about football.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving at
It
your
is.
parents' house. Do you do the whole thing where you say what you're thankful for at least? Or?
Yeah, kind of when we have people over. But if it's just us, no, because football is religion.
Football. Yeah. The football's church. I understand. I get it. I've adapted.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Number 6.
Oh, fuck.
Number 6.
It's politics. You don't talk about politics. A recent study showed that 40% of people say that today's political climate can cause them to have strained family relationships. Obviously, if you know that anyone sitting around your holiday table isn't like-minded politically, statistics show that the politics are one topic you definitely want to avoid. Mm-hmm. My family doesn't get into politics too much. What about
You
yours?
do with friends. I've sat listening to you have long fucking conversations about politics with friends.
You know, are you talking about the boomers?
Kevin, oh my God.
Yeah.
You and Kevin would go forever.
Yeah, but we remain friends.
It's true. It's fascinating. It's shocking.
Yeah.
But yes.
That's not the dinner table, though. That's not Thanksgiving. That's just us drinking at its bar. I don't know that... I would stay away from politics no matter what. Unless, like, I have something insightful to say. Usually, when it comes to politics, I don't like speaking much about it because I don't keep up with a lot of people. And, you know, I don't. I just... You go on TikTok and you're like, oh, Biden's the best president or Trump's the best president. And I'm like, dude, they're both fucking stupid. Like,
oh my God.
I don't like putting my faith into one person like that. I don't like doing it. That's as far as I'll talk about politics with.
But, you know, if you do go into politics and you guys get into it, please go live again.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
I would totally watch that shit.
Go live on what platform?
On anything. On Instagram, perhaps.
Facebook?
But I can see a lot of people going live or just recording and then turning these things into TikToks, Reels, anything fun.
World Star.
What the fuck is World Star?
Turkey Star.
Okay. All right.
Number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5.
When you're around the dinner table and you're having your fun turkey day, there's a problem getting your news from TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
It's like CNN, same shit. It's horrible. When it comes to that, number 5.
Number 5.
Diets and calorie intake.
Mm-hmm.
Comments about how much or little a person is eating is a great topic to avoid. If someone is overweight, trust me, they know it.
I know, right? It's like, wow, you really filled up your plate there, huh?
Fuck yes.
No shit. No shit. Oh, you were grazing over there, and then you use that your second plate then? Would it technically?
Thanksgiving is a day where you don't fat shame anyway. Everybody's fat that day.
You don't fat shame. Oh my God.
Even if you're not fat, let people like me enjoy myself for one day. You
embrace the gluttony is what you're saying.
You can yell at me tomorrow.
You can yell at me on my next 3 Thanksgivings. Okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Go, go, go.
So 5, diets and calorie intake. You don't talk about that. These are pretty good. Let's see.
Did you ever shame anyone before?
No.
Okay.
No, for what?
I don't know.
They know what they're doing. They're in charge of their own life.
You know when you were young and rock hard and running 1,000,000 miles a day?
No, I'm fucking done. I know.
I was always like, you do you, boo.
I respect and love everybody. Everybody knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4.
Finances. You don't talk about money. Discussions about finances should also be avoided. So I hear you're not working. That's fucked up. Okay. Money and handling if no one else's business. You never really know if there may be a deeply personal issue, as why it appears that a family member is overextended on their credit cards, or perhaps that their home is in foreclosure. Oh, that's big. You don't talk about finances.
But there's always that one aunt or uncle or parent or someone who
somebody.
says something in front of everyone and you're like, wait, what? And then what if that was a secret? It's like, boom. I think that's a big one for me. Not that it's it pertains to finances or whatnot, but like when there's like the elephant in the room and then someone brings it up. It's like, we all know this is going on. Do we really have to point it out today? Today is
days,
not the day. Like, I have to fucking be with you guys for 3 more hours. You know, like, fuck this.
Watching the clock.
Yeah. You know, you're not sneaking me away into the bathroom for a quickie or anything.
Okay.
I'm stressed out. This sucks balls.
All right.
But there's always someone who just has to plant that seedling and say something. Those passive aggressive fucking comments.
Damn, that's your 5th plate.
Don't judge me.
Yeah.
One was fully veggies and salad. Lies.
You ready for number 3?
Sure.
Okay, here comes number 3.
Number 3.
Fertility.
Yeah,
Don't talk about fertility. Mm-hmm. This is another good topic to avoid. When and if a couple decides to have children is very personal choice. Quite often, there's usually a lot of very private information that goes into it, including struggles with conceiving, health, and even finances. So it kind of rolls into together. Additionally, and I hope this is obvious to anyone reading this, never assume that someone is pregnant unless you actually tell you.
Oh my God, seriously. That's my food baby.
You're eating for 2 now, so
How dare you. I'll be like, well, I thought I was pregnant. I was having a pregnancy scare. I was just preparing. I needed all the nutrients.
The nutrients.
No, but I know. I hate that question. It goes along with when are you getting married, right?
You think so?
Yes. Do you know?
No way.
Fuck yes. Do you know how mortifying that is when you know you're ready but your partner's not ready? That kind of thing. I had that question for years already.
I've never had that problem.
Because you're the guy. Because you're the dude. And you don't give a shit. It's like, oh my God, I'm just going to be the old maid here. You know, whatever. Who cares, you know? Everyone's like, you do you, boo. But at the same time, it stings if you're, you know, you're like, okay, well, I don't know. Huh. Because he's like, because I don't give a shit.
Well, you know, maybe I'm a little bit ignorant to the fact. But, okay, fertility. You don't talk about whether or not people are having kids if you're assuming somebody's pregnant.
I love Kara.
Yeah.
Is talking about flat earth acceptable? You know what? You may want to piss people off and talk about fucking flat earth. I know Ray does this from time to time when we're visiting his family. And the kids roll their eyes. His brother rolls his. Everyone's like, fuck. They go outside.
It's not about flat earth. It's about questioning the government.
Stirring the pot.
Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. I don't take it as serious as anybody else does. But
you know what? If you do that this year, I will go live. I never go live. I will fucking be like, okay, fucking flat earth, here we come.
Nobody's gonna listen.
I'll sit with my plate of turkey and stuffing and just like zoom in on your ass.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Ron Stahula, follow me.
So fertility.
Fertility.
You don't talk about fertility. You know,
Right.
somebody can't have kids, or they can't have, or they
or
can't
their
have
choice.
kids.
You don't ask.
Yeah.
You don't assume.
Right.
Stop fucking assuming.
Do you think we're gonna get that question this Thanksgiving?
Yes, because your brother just had a baby.
You think he's gonna ask, or my parents?
Someone's gonna ask.
Has your
because
parent? Did your mom? Have she asked?
she's asked, but they
What do
said
you say?
we have 3 between us. We're golden.
Okay. So I don't say okay.
Now my aunt, on the other hand, I'm just kidding.
Really?
She's not gonna ask.
All right, number 2.
She knows how I feel.
This one rolls right into it. Parenting advice. You don't bring that up. You don't bring up parenting advice.
That's tough, huh?
Yeah.
You're just sitting there eating your shit, watching like, fuck that kid.
I never knew how hard it is to talk about somebody else's kids till you have your own. It's like, fuck, you get really defensive. Like, you don't, there's no easy way to take criticism. It's like,
No.
fucking really? Even though intentions may be good, just like I was saying, if parenting advice rears its head in a conversation, try to pivot as quickly as possible. No one likes to feel criticized about their parenting style, and there's never really an appropriate time to discuss such a personal matter at a festive event. So parenting advice you want to avoid too as well.
Rebel writes,
Yeah.
damn, primo, you're having another kid. You know, there's those comments too.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
you know, they're the couple or the family who are just just, they're they show up late to everything. They barely contribute. They bring the soda, and then they're gonna have the millionth child that we're throwing.
Bring the soda.
Yeah, we have some of those too. And then it's like, they're expecting this elaborate fucking I don't know what, and you're like, fuck.
Oh my god.
You know what I used to hate, and this is in a lifetime before you.
Yeah.
My ex-monster-in-law would give me a lot of fucking parenting advice, and I'm like, yeah, because yours came out so great, huh? Like, it was just like she would tell me so many things, and I'm like, you had one, I have two. I think I got this. Like, let's just do this. Is a whole different world, and it was always to nitpick, and because she was.
Do you have any examples of
devil.
what she would say? Like specific examples? Like what she would say to you?
I think I've blocked out so many things. Yeah. No, I swear to God, that's how much she fucking pissed me off. Like, I am grateful now that I have your mother as my mother-in-law.
What's your mother's name?
Sandra. I used to call her Arthur because if anyone
drunk all the time?
No, if anyone watched King of Queens out there with Leia Remini, the dad was all up in their shit all the time, constantly just. That was her. And she's like, ¿Quién es Arthur? It was so funny because I'd be like, Arthur! So, it's another lifetime.
All right. You ready for number one?
I am ready for number one.
It kind of ties everything in that you're just saying.
Oh.
Like you were actually on point with all 7 of these as they go up the ladder. Past and present family drama.
Fuck, that's a good one.
I give the fucking trophy to my older brother for this.
Why?
Because he does this. He brings up old stuff all the time.
What about the one person or the one family member who gets totally sloshed and they're saying things that your current partner has no idea about?
I don't have anybody that gets blasted on Thanksgiving.
Thank God, huh?
Yeah.
You used to have someone there, an ex of someone in our family, and she would just run her little mouth.
Oh, yeah.
How could you forget? You were upset often about that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We ruined a couple holiday vacations.
I remember
a couple family things.
She would, huh?
We were mad at each other one trip till the end of the trip. Ruined
because of her.
Because of her.
I remember that. Okay. Past and present family drama. When you're thinking about what not to talk about at Thanksgiving dinner, be sure to steer clear of existing or past family drama. Discussing existing family drama will usually end up in each family member taking some type of side. There is not one thing, I think it says right here, right? A thing good that happens at a family get-together when people start teaming up against one another, except of course when you're playing touch football or working off that extra piece of pumpkin pie. That's
right,
the only thing.
And those are often they're not like a Thanksgiving Day faux pas. They're intentional fucking digs. They're like, oh yeah, this asshole's doing really well right now. They look like they're the golden couple and everything's great.
Yeah.
Watch this, and then they'll say something from whatever the current spouse didn't know, or something that's just eating them that the parents don't know.
This is a beautiful thing.
Is it? I'm kind of scared of Thanksgiving now.
No way. You know what? I'm not even afraid to say how our Thanksgiving is. Like in my, you guys are more festive, by far. You guys are more festive with your, it's like a goddamn, like a food contest with your family. Like it's you want to bring your best stuff. Whereas my family is, hey, we got the turkey, we got the gravy, the mashed potatoes and veggies. And it's football day. We get 3 football games that day. We all get to hang out and yell at the TV.
3.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is. And you're part of it.
I hear you. Yeah. Thank you. I know. I don't know what I should wear.
Yeah.
My jersey or my dress. I mean, Jesus.
Jersey. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play something. And when we come back, I'm going to bring on Brian Hogan, everybody. We're going to talk about his new single that's coming out and talk a little bit about how we put this together, because there's a story behind it. This is not... I'll let him talk to you about it, but a lot went into this track, and he's going to be releasing it, and we're going to hear it for the very first time right here on the Not So Early show. And we're going to go ahead and bring on Brian motherfucking Hogan. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and play a little bit of Oh, Senorita by Brian Hogan. We'll be right back, everybody. Here we go.
Soft as the stars, bright as a moon. She's got a passing glance sure to make you swoon, Senorita. Oh, Senorita. With a smile, she'll disarm and warm the deepest parts of the coldest heart, Senorita. Oh, Senorita. I'd give anything for half a chance to feel her light caresses as we dance, and I would sway in her arms to the gentle pulse of her beating heart, Senorita. Oh, Senorita. I'm yours alone, and I would bathe in her eyes and wash away the scars from my wounded pride, Senorita. Oh, Senorita. Senorita. Oh, Senorita. Senorita, oh, Senorita.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going to have Brian Hogan with us. That was Oh, Senorita by Brian Hogan. And he's got a lot more music than I thought, as a matter of fact. And he's going to be coming out with a hell of a lot more. We got one we're going to be playing for you. That's going to be the first time it's ever played. It's called Mulholland Drive by Brian Hogan. Good morning, Brian. How you doing, buddy? Hair looking good. I love it.
Good morning.
Can't believe
I woke
it, dude.
up like this, you know.
I know. It's bullshit. What do you use? Like, really? Like, before we get into the music thing, what do you use in your hair?
The tears of my enemies.
Oh, my God. Wow. The tears of
Just gel and hairspray.
Okay.
Yeah.
The blue gel? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's not the blue gel. It's, I don't know, L'Oreal, I think, or I'm not quite sure.
All right.
I just get it. Put it in my hair. There you go.
Music thing.
Then spray the fuck out of it.
Nice. So you have a lot of music, and now you are on a trend. We were talking the other day that you want to start releasing music a little bit differently now, right?
Right. Yeah.
As opposed to like sending out albums or whatnot. You are more interested in singles and putting them out monthly.
Yeah.
Can you
Yes.
Elaborate a little bit more on that? And
No.
okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, I just think that the album situation, there are a lot of tracks, and they're all very, very different in style, very different. And they'd all get lost on a record, and I thought this would be a good way to highlight the people that played on them.
Yeah.
also to separate them out a little bit. But primarily what drove it was the fact that nobody buys CDs anymore. I don't buy CDs. They're giving them to me, and my car doesn't have a CD player. So, at this point, now, I mean, at some point I'm thinking maybe what I'd do is just start releasing like vinyl, 45s.
45s? Okay.
Yeah, for each like couple of songs, just put them together. And then now, there will be probably a compilation.
Okay.
At some point.
Just to touch on something you just said about people not buying CDs, I'm an avid, I purchase those things.
Uh-huh.
And I do it for a different reason. I don't do it for the practical reason of playing the CDs. I like to collect them, and I like to collect them from the local bands that we do have. I have numerous, local bands that I do have, and I wait to get them signed or whatnot just to have. It's kind of like my own personal thing to do.
Sure.
But I don't know if I would sell myself short on not doing the CD thing unless it's like a money thing where you don't want to invest in the CD other than it's just going to be a collector's item than people playing it, because I don't even open my CDs. I just have them signed and then I keep them forever.
If I was doing, I understand, of course. I like them too. I mean, I like albums. I
like
LPs. I love the artwork. I love the whole thing. I love it. That's why each one is going to have its own little artwork attached to each little stream. That's what I sent you also, the artwork for this, so that you can put it up. So I love that. And I love the liner notes and the little stories, on the back of the older records.
Right.
And it's just missing. It's missing, and unfortunately, that's not the world we live in anymore. It's just not. And the more you reach people now through streaming, you just do.
Right. If it's one thing that I did agree with streaming and music is you give people a chance to be played right next to the mainstream kind of bands that that have been around for a while, and you could listen to Jimmy Buffett or Aerosmith, and then Brian Hogan will come on right next to it, as a suggested kind of thing, which evens out the playing field a little bit. But
right. Usually it's T-Rex.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm with you.
The Bangles.
Trailer Swift. Okay. But so we have a track that you've been putting together, and I don't want to. This is not a remake of a track. It's re-recorded. Now this is Mulholland Drive. This is the one you're releasing this month.
Yes.
And
I'm releasing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. It'll be out on the streaming services tomorrow, so you're getting a preview today.
I'm excited. We get a lot of people tuned in, and they get to hear Mulholland Drive for the very first time before everybody else.
That's right.
And tell me a little bit about who plays on the track, how you came up with it, and what is different between this track than the previous one.
It's better? No, I'm just kidding. It's just, okay, so the original track, I had originally recorded a bunch of tracks with a person who fancied himself to be a producer. Mm-hmm. And so he co-produced. We both produced it. Actually, there were three of us that produced it. And then when it came time, one day I got a manager, basically with Mulholland Drive, this track, Mulholland Drive. They loved the track. And so I got myself a manager, and then my manager got me a sync deal. And the sync deal for film placement for these records, these songs, placement. And when I went to go get what they needed was the masters to be able to separate the tracks from the vocals, the stems,
right?
For film, for dialogue and so on. And when I went to go get that, the guy decided he owned the tracks, he owned the masters, period, end of story. And if I wanted him, I'd have to give him $20,000. And
$20,000.
Yeah, because I had a manager, and the manager was kind of a bigger deal, and so I think he thought he could probably get a lot of money out of it, and he knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I was just like, they had given me a list of songs. This particular song is what launched it all, though. They heard this song and went wild.
Huh.
And they went through. They wanted the list of songs. Some of these songs I had recorded as demos, and they're much, much older.
Okay.
Some are actually on also on streaming services and stuff. 'Cause
Okay.
I threw them up there.
Right.
Because I'm on. Anyways, and that was one of them. So I thought, well, I'm gonna have to re-record these other ones because they're so old that I don't have the masters. They're all digitally done. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time
Okay.
I recorded this.
Well, you live and you learn. You know, you come out.
Yeah. So I knew I had to record those, and I was just like, you know what? If I'm gonna go and record those, I'm gonna pay $20,000, and I could do all of this for 5 to 10. You know,
Right.
So screw that. And plus, also, I got locked out of the creative process of the recording with that record. And so those songs that are on there, Perfect Day is one of them too. There's 2 versions there's actually 3 versions of Perfect Day now. 4 actually.
The live version? Is there a live version there too as well?
There may be 5. No, you just write them.
Yeah.
People like that song.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it gave me a chance to go back and revisit it and do it the way I wanted to do it. Plus I had the money to do it. So I really was able to go in and with this Mulholland Drive and just master it the way I wanted to, because I got cut out of the process.
Right.
We went in, we recorded the tracks, everybody, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear from him for 6 months. And I'd call and no answer. And then all of a sudden one day he called and said, hey, come and listen. And I listened and it's good. It's not bad. The tracks are good.
Okay.
It's just not what I wanted. I wanted something bigger.
So when you were putting
clearer.
Okay. When you were putting Mulholland Drive together, were you at liberty to choose your musicians that were going to be playing along with you? Are you playing more than one instrument on these tracks?
No, yeah. This particular track, everybody is basically handpicked. Musicians that I wanted.
Do I know anybody?
So people that I've known,
Yeah.
people that I've known throughout the years that I'm impressed with.
Okay.
Bring something to the table. Their musical imagination is super, and their musicianship is top notch, and they're great, and they're all within their own rights. Just incredible people and musicians,
Right.
and entertainers. So I got people in there. I've got on the drums. I've got Dave Raven. He was on the last track also.
Okay.
I've got him. I've got Mark Christian on guitar, and he's with a group called Merle Jagger. And I've got Jason Eoff on the Hammond organ, and he threw in a piano, and he also threw in Omnisphere effect.
Right.
And which I didn't ask for. He just did it because it's what he wanted, and that's why you hire these people. This is, when you're producing something, you want the people who are going to come to the table with something,
Mm-hmm.
just not what's in, not what you think. I mean, unless you're a control freak. But I like to grab, what do you hear? What do you hear? What do you want to do? Let's listen to it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If
Right.
it works, it works. So I got all those people in, and we recorded the track, and and then we mixed and mastered it to perfection.
And how long did that take?
Well, the whole process, I've been sitting on this track for about a year and a half.
Oh,
now.
wow, man.
Completed. Well, I'm not sitting on it. I mean, I gave it to Music into Film, and they've got it, and they're doing what they do with it.
Okay.
And but then, because I've struggled with it, what do I do? How do I approach these songs? Because they're all so different. I really wanted to do something different, and I just couldn't think, what do I do? Plus, also, we were shut down, and there was a lot of things going on, and
Is there is this the first time you've produced like these songs? Like, this is your very first time producing for yourself, your own music?
No, actually, the record before Mulholland Drive I produced.
Okay. So you're a veteran. You know what you're doing when it comes to that.
I know more now.
Okay.
I know tons more now than I knew even back then. Yeah.
What would you say are some of the learning points from, other than like having, I guess the way to put it, a better way is like from your first time producing something, going into the second time, were there any learning points that you had when it comes to you being creative and at really landing the sound that you wanted? Would you do anything different?
Yeah. And this is not a slight on anybody that I've ever worked with, but first of all, the right people for the song.
Right.
That's number one, choosing the right person. The other thing is to not be to allow the creative process to flow with the people that you picked, because they're going to be the ones that they're going to hear something different. They're going to bring it to the table. So I learned that. And when I first record, I would tell people what to play. I would basically sit there and really try to force them into a box that was in my head, the way I wanted it, instead of just saying to them, well, I'd like this done maybe in the style of the Doors.
Okay.
Like with Itaro, that, or any of them actually.
Right.
And so he would do it. It wouldn't be a copy, but it would sound that style. And so to let them just do it, and if I have any suggestions, I just make a quick suggestion and they make adjustments, and not too many notes, that kind of thing,
If so you allow your musicians at the time, the one that you're bringing onto your projects, you allow them creative, I guess, liberty. Like, hey,
sure,
let's see what we got. Yeah. And
yeah, because I mean, basically what I do is I sketch. I get a guitar, I sit down, I do a musical sketch, my number 2 pencil, my pad paper, and then I record it, and then I gather the other musicians together, and they come in and they do, they do what they do, and I tell them, if I want to pause here, or if I want an arrangement, if I do arranging. I've learned how to arrange too. It's another thing that I've learned over the years.
As opposed to,
but that's because that's schooling. That's being schooled by terrific musicians.
Right.
You're working with people that just know what they're doing, and they have great imaginations. And so you just listen and you just kind of go that way. And I could have spent $10,000 on an education.
For what?
For why?
School's for fools. Come on now.
But for why? I just play with great musicians, and they'll tell me, they'll rub off on me, they'll make suggestions and so on, for whether it's my original or a cover.
Now, when you're talking about arrangements, you're not talking about intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, and then outro. You're talking about putting the instruments together, what type of instruments, when they're coming in and out. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, for instance, so the next one I'm going to release, which will be on Christmas Eve, that one, it just has a violin and cello and me picking.
What?
And yeah,
nice.
That's it. That's the elements of that one. But it's interesting. I went in. I just sat down with my guitar. I picked it out and this is like in the height of the apocalypse. And then and I'm sitting there. I picked it to perform the song, and then I brought in, I thought, well, okay, I'm going to bring in Aubrey Richmond. That was already a done deal, and she came in and laid down violin, and I'm listening to it as I'm driving home, like, God, it really needs something on the low end. Now, here's where the arranging comes out, because I'm driving home thinking, need something on the low end, maybe a bowed bass, and I thought, bowed bass doesn't have that chamber, that kind of, rich sound that a cello has.
Right.
And so I thought, what, a cello. Now, I didn't know any cello players. I worked with Dave Raven, who knows everybody.
Right.
And so I just asked him, I asked Aubrey, and they gave me a bunch of names, and I landed with a gal named Maya Bloomfield, who had to do it remotely because, again, it was at the time. So, we sent her the track, and she came back with some incredible stuff, just a bunch, like a few, takes. And we just chose from her takes as to what would be. And that's arranging. That's like piecing it together, where the stops are going to be.
Right, like putting a score together.
Yeah,
more or less.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, Brian. I've drank with you a few times. I didn't know you were this fucking deep, dude. Like, I consider you more of a friend now. It's like, God damn. This guy's got some talent. I've always loved your music, man. I really have. And when it comes to this track, Mulholland Drive, tell us a little bit about what you wrote about, the meaning, and how you put it down on wax.
Well, Mulholland Drive is an interesting creation because I didn't come up with the concept for this song. What happened was I had a friend of mine, and she had given me a poem, and said, she called it Mulholland Drive or Rolling Through Mulholland Drive or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And she gave it to me, and she's like, can you make this into a song? And I said, yeah, sure. And I sat there for like 6 months, and I didn't feel connected to the song. I didn't feel connected to the poem.
Was it just hanging on your refrigerator and like?
It's a wonder. It's how she feels about Mulholland Drive, which is like this classic place that you can roll through, and there's leaves and trees and houses, and you know what I mean. And it's
like Revolution Street and TJ. Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, for me, Mulholland Drive was, you get a gal, you go for a drive, you take her up to the spot, and you make out with her.
Nice.
That's what Mulholland Drive was.
I love it.
So, but what ended up happening was I wrote the song, and the only word I used was Mulholland Drive, and everything else was just completely like me sitting there just writing about what I thought Mulholland Drive was. And then I gave it to her, and she goes, well, this is not my song. This is your song. And she got mad. So then I turned around and I wrote another song called Rolling Through Mulholland Drive. So there's another song called Rolling Through Mulholland Drive. Completely different.
And is that for her idea of Mulholland Drive, rolling through it?
That was her idea of Mulholland Drive. It's more of a jazz tune. It's more of a, 1930s kind of jazz. You know?
Well, I don't...
It's cute. It's a cute song. I don't... It's just... It's out there. And what ended up happening was she just... I was like, let's record the song, and she just dragged her feet. I want to do it as a duet, and I was like, okay, well, let's do it as a duet. Find me a studio, I'll pay for it. Let's get in. I'll get musicians, and we record the song. And she dragged her feet, and then I was like, look, I'm going to record the other song because that song's really good, and I want to record this song. And she was like, well, would you hold off until we record? And I gave her another 4 or 5 months. She just wouldn't, she just kind of floated away. And I went, I'm recording this song.
Yeah, well, I mean she offered the title and gave you the idea of the song, but it's not really like you could sit there in a court of law and say, well, this is kind of my song. It's just, it was an idea.
No, it's not even close to what she had envisioned. Right. So Mulholland Drive, a title does not a song make. First of all. Second of all, I didn't lift anything from her at all. So
nice.
So she didn't, not a single word. So it's just, everybody has their version of, love it. Love
Would
it.
You be mad?
Song,
would you be mad if I wrote a song called Mulholland Drive?
Nope. And I also wouldn't sue you either. Because you can write a song. Yeah, I mean, how many versions if you go in there? Do you know that how many Mulholland Drives there are out there?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go to copyright and you go to look at there are tons and tons of songs called Mulholland
There's
Drive.
a couple punk songs too as I was looking it up because I wanted to see exactly, but yours is a little bit more unique than the other ones that I found because I do my research. I wanted to see what your Mulholland Drive was about, so I was looking it up and kind of see where did he derive from. I heard so we're all going to hear it for the first time, which is really cool.
Have you heard it yet?
No, I wanted to get a reaction okay, I heard the other version. But
you're gonna hear the difference. You will immediately hear the difference between the two tracks. You will immediately. They're very different. They're almost different songs. It's that stark, the difference between the two. The other thing is, so those of you that want to listen to this, or when you get it on Spotify, I highly recommend that you put on some headphones. Listen to it through headphones because there's a lot going on in that song and it's pretty cool. It's a lot of little sounds, a lot of little things that just made their way in, and I'm very pleased with it. When I listen to it on headphones, I'm like, wow. I'm not
I did this.
Not the way I sing or anything. It's just the way it just comes together. It's just like, it's got cool sounds to it, and headphones cranked.
I totally agree. I'm really excited, man. I'm more excited that I can call somebody like you my friend and do something like this to where we can enjoy this with our audience and bringing this song out for the very first time when it comes to Mulholland Drive by Brian Hogan, gathering all of his ideas and all the favorite musicians that he has and people who fit in with his creation. And to have that much talent in one room and all get along and come to cultivate something like this with a track, that is an achievement in itself. I can't imagine even being in a room with my other brothers and trying to get something done. And this is something that you're able to pull off because of who you are. You're a great person, hell of a friend, and one great drinking buddy, and you got some talent behind you too as well.
A lot of whiskey in these reports. A lot.
It's always fun hanging out with you. You ready for the track, Brian? I'm going to go ahead and play it, and then we'll talk about it when we come back.
Can I just apologize to everybody for...
Here we go, everybody. The first time ever to be played, Mulholland Drive by Brian Hogan. Here we go.
Stall and the flame is weak. Your rhythm's off, can't catch the beat. is fading fast. You're searching for a thrill to last. I think it's time we take ourselves a ride. Mulholland Drive. Feel the sun caress your skin. Let it lift the mood you're in. And just before the break of dawn, we'll find ourselves a place to park. We'll watch the sunset in the auburn sky. Mulholland Drive. Above the stars burn bright, we're overlooking city lights. And underneath the silver moon, I'll steal myself a kiss or two. Now that's what I call bringing hope to life. Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive, drive, drive.
If that did not take you on a ride somewhere down Mulholland Drive, I don't know what will. You're right. There's a lot of things going on in there, man. I really had to pay attention to. I knew we were talking a little bit during the track the first time, but I was just trying to share ideas of like what I thought it put me through, because it's those songs out there, Brian, that make you picture things in your head while you're listening to it. You know, if you're able to put like a movie to your soundtrack as opposed to the other way around, these are one of the songs that do it. And what you've put together, you're on track for greatness, brother. You really are. I really do love it, man.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful voice that just rings through this song. I hate you for that. I've always wanted to be a singer, but man, you definitely got it. You really do. And you know, I can't say enough, man, how happy I am for my friends when they do things like this and they're able to accomplish their dreams. And I know this is one of many tracks that you've done, but you know, when we experience something for the first time, this is the first time I heard it too as well. It's like I get chills. I really get happy for my friends who do this. And,
wow, thank you.
Yeah, and for you to come up with something like this and really put me in a different space and even in a better mood, thank you. I really do. You know, I really, you know, there's words that I want to say, but you know, my vocabulary is not that expanded. But yeah.
Thank you. Hold on. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it.
A lot of that is jealousy. Wow. I just want you to know. there's 10% hate in what I'm saying. Okay. But yeah.
I know. I understand. I look at myself all the time.
Yeah, you know, the bass, the crisp, sharp timing bass. Who's playing the bass, man? What do we got there?
Yeah. Okay. So I keep doing this. That's Steve Whalen. That's Steve Whalen, and Steve Whalen is on all of the tracks so far except for 2.
Okay.
So far.
Wow.
But
so
he's just texted me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's like, get a room almost.
Dave is another one of our friends, man, from the Crown City Bombers, and he's an avid listener to the radio station, and we love him too, man. Very talented individual.
Hilarious.
But
yeah,
just for the listeners, can you tell everybody who was on that track as they're listening, so that maybe they can take a look at some of their work too as well. Who's on drums, bass, guitar, lead guitar.
First and foremost would be, well, of course, Steve Whalen on the bass,
right.
And he is just a rock. He's my rock. He's my anchor. He charts everything. He's kind of like the unofficial band manager, I guess you could say, the wrangler.
Yeah.
He's an incredibly wonderful human being, very talented man, very grounded, very kind. I'm lucky I'm surrounded by a lot of people who are like that. And then again, Mark Christian is on the baritone guitar. He plays with Merle Jagger. He's on other tracks also.
Okay.
Which I'll get to you. Which we'll do again. We'll do this again, and I'll give you some another with him on it. I think you'd like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got Jason Eoff on the organ, and the beat. What did he throw on there? Omnisphere, along with a piano, and I'm doing the Vibers lap.
Yeah.
I'm on the acoustic. That's me on the acoustic, and I wasn't able to play the acoustic on the recording that I made with the other guy.
Uh-huh.
He didn't want me playing the. I don't know why.
Okay.
I should have insisted. It's
all right.
my music. The lesson I learned, by the way, about all this is don't ever let somebody else produce your stuff, Brian.
Okay.
Don't.
All right.
You just do it yourself. But
I was just going to ask you, would you like me to produce your next album? But I guess not. All right. There we go.
Because I have my vision and then there's their vision. And I wanted it big, and it just didn't feel big enough. But also I needed to play that guitar, because in that, when I go Mulholland Drive, that chug was missing. And that's because that's what I always did.
Right.
Always. From the first time I laid it down when it was done. That's always what I did. And I always wanted that, but he just didn't.
The razor chops.
For whatever reasons. I don't know. This is a better recording if you ask me.
Different vision.
And then last but not least is Dave Raven. And Dave Raven is his band, Mojo Monkeys. He's also played with, my gosh, his pedigree is pretty incredible. Nora Jones.
The Nora Jones?
Yeah. A lot of people. A lot. If you looked him up, it was just it's everybody. He's played with everybody, and he is now. I'm glad I picked him because he is. Because originally I had a couple of different studios to work with and engineers, and I just chose him because his ears. He's just got great ears, and I know his musical imagination because I've been friends with him for so long. And it was important that I be with somebody who was a good, kind person who wasn't trying to, would just let the process be what it's going to be like myself, and not somebody who's trying to overpower and, put their, whatever. I mean, he has ideas. Some worked, some didn't. Original, like for Mulholland Drive, it's interesting. Jason threw that piano in, and I didn't ask him to.
Right.
And he did it himself. And I originally, when I got it and listened to it, I was like, I don't need the piano. And so I pulled it out, and then Dave snuck it back in when he did the mixing. He did the mixing, mastering. He also engineered the album.
Okay.
How talented that guy is. And he snuck it back in, and I was like, what was I thinking?
Well, sometimes you need, another set of eyes, another pair of ears, outside the box kind of thing. I get it. Yeah.
So, but he really, on all of the recordings I've done, have been with him. He's been invaluable, So we spend a lot of time together, he and I, a lot of time.
Well, it's a shame that you're not interested in doing the CD thing, because I got a couple texts from people saying they would buy the CD if they had a physical. So, yeah.
I will.
At some point. There you go.
I will. I want to release them first, probably maybe do 6 at a time or something, and then like just do different CDs as EPs or, a compilation. So I will at some point, but you can actually, it'll be available on iTunes, on my website. I have to update my website.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's place Amazon. You can still buy it. Most people, that's how, all the songs I have, including my friends, I go on and I just get them off of iTunes, or I get them off of, Amazon or whatever. I buy them.
Right.
Or I'll go Spotify and they'll put them in a playlist. That's
kinda,
money too.
Yeah, I do the same thing, so I put all my friends' bands on a playlist. That's what I listen to when I'm out or drinking or whatever. And when I see a show, I love to buy CDs and T-shirts, man, and that's my whole wardrobe. I really do. That's one of the things I love to do. So one of these days we'll get a Brian Hogan shirt. And
I have a new logo.
You do?
Yeah, it's gonna be on. It's actually the cover of this. The artwork, I mocked up something real quick, but yeah, I put the new logo along with just the title, and I just made basically the logo is the logo.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of the things that I do love to do whenever I have guests is I like to keep them on. I don't want you to go anywhere, and we're gonna play a little game. I'm sure you've heard it before, and we're gonna do it. Am I the asshole? And this
should
is.
I put my pants on?
And we're gonna read a couple stories, and we're gonna judge some things. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro here, and then we're gonna keep you here. Hold on one second.
Here we go, SoCal. Here's the part of the show where we get to read other people's stories and judge them as we see fit. It's time for Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole?
All right, here we go. Distracting, making me laugh. Okay, I'm gonna let you choose the first one here. Am I the ass for telling
I'm in an interview, and while I'm interviewing, somebody texts me.
Am I the asshole for telling my kids I don't give a shit if their mom dies and I don't love them? What?
Oh yeah.
All right. Or I know this. Do we have to read any more? Or am I the ass for telling my son he will pay back for the cheese and meat, or he won't be eating Thanksgiving tomorrow? So either paying back the cheese and meat that he will be eating, or am I the ass for telling my kids I don't give a shit about them if their mother dies? One of those two stories.
Well, I've already predetermined
the first one.
Asshole for the mother died, and
okay.
That's just not cool.
Yeah.
I don't need to know much more than that. It's all in the title.
All right, well, let's do the other one.
That's what it says.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Let's do the cheesy one.
Okay.
The meat and cheese.
See what you did there. Am I the asshole for telling my son he will pay back for cheese, meat, or he won't be eating Thanksgiving tomorrow? I'll keep this one short. Every year we have a caricature board before Thanksgiving meal at 6. Just something that everyone can pick at, and I think they mean a charcuterie board, not a caricature.
Yeah.
Charcuterie. So they
voice to text.
Right. So they aren't dying of hunger by dinner. My son 16 loves the cheese, and due to this mistake, I make sure that the label when he can eat something. Okay. I labeled all the stuff for Thanksgiving don't eat. I guess for the night prior. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, then why put it out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, yesterday he went and ate all the fancy meats and basically ate from the block that I had bought. Okay. I truly was pissed since I worked extra hours to pay for this, and the prices were awful for this kind of nice cheese. I told him he needs to go to the store and replace all of it, which cost him around $70. Of the cheese that he ate was about $18. So $70 altogether, or he wasn't going to eat for Thanksgiving at all. How old is this kid? Did it say how old the kid was? 16. Okay.
Okay.
These motherfuckers eat everything. He is refusing to pay for say no to Thanksgiving meal. He will eat a sandwich, and he thinks that I'm being a horrible jerk. My husband is on his side and doesn't understand why I'm being so pissed off about it. So here comes an edit. Thank you. I made up my mind. I already informed my mother-in-law the situation. I've offered to bring a nice cheese board, but he still refuses. I am giving him one last chance that he can buy it, not to get Thanksgiving tomorrow, or work for 11 hours to make up the money. So herein lies that big up question. Am I the asshole for telling my son he'll have to pay back the cheese and meat or he won't be eating Thanksgiving? Is that something that you would do? You had a 16-year-old kid, ate everything?
Nah.
Is it punishable?
Nah, I don't know. Well, they're justified in being upset about it, but he's 16. What's he gonna do? Nah. Okay, so I guess the word I don't believe you're an asshole, whoever this is. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to say that's probably not cool that he ate all of it. So yeah, no, you're not an asshole, but you kind of are.
Is there anything that you would do to let him know that? Like, you're 16 years old, you dug into something you weren't supposed to have. You were told, it was labeled. You still did it. To me,
that's a lot of cheese, though. I mean, basically, if he ate that much worth of cheese, man. He's 16.
That's where your mind's at? Okay, all right.
When I was 16, primarily because the other day I went to a friend of mine and we all went to the zoo, and I was sitting there picking at the food, and there was like fries left, and I ate all the fries. They got mad at me.
So this one's hitting home for you. You don't want to say anything. Okay, I'm with you.
I'm not 16.
I would threaten this kid with something. I would probably make an empty threat, like, you know what, I'm going to beat the shit out of you when we get home. Something like that.
You can't make an empty threat.
Sure you can.
But you can, but then you're just going to, look, if you're going to threat, don't threat.
Yeah.
Follow through.
So you want
That's
me?
the problem with a lot of kids.
You want me to hit him? I'll hit him.
Yeah, smack him. If you I'm gonna smack you down, man. Just smack him down.
Or
what do the others in the room think?
Let's see here. I'm gonna look right now. Let's see. We need more stories about meat and cheese. So we cut the cheese. All right. Beat the brie out of him. That's pretty good. I think I like that one the best. I think I would sit there and buy a block of cheese and make him eat it all. Here you go. Finish this. Finish everything. There's got to be some punishment, man. You worked extra hours for this, and he just ate it in one sitting.
But that's for like, okay, so that's actually not the main course, right? That's
no, it's part of the security board.
Yeah. So you know what? You just ban him from that. You can't have any of this.
No more meats or cheese. You can
have the turkey. You can have the, you know what I mean? When we're done, we carve up the turkey. We do all that stuff. But as far as the
cheese,
you can't have any of that.
Yeah.
No cheese. Only turkey, I guess, right?
Okay. That's pretty good. All right. That's pretty good. You're a good dad. All right. Let's do another one. I'd beat the fucking kid. Okay.
Smack him down.
Am I the ass for canceling my own debt to my brother after he let his kids run amok with my art supplies? Or am I the ass for calling my pregnant sister a heinous bitch? Let's do the pregnant sister one.
Yeah, I think that's how he sounds. A pregnant sister is always fun.
All right. My 37-year-old female sister, Lisa. I am a 25-year-old female, announced her pregnancy in June and has been an unholy terror the whole time. Okay. A lot of it can be put down to hormones, and she's just apologized when she calms down. But that's really rubbing me the wrong way, as she expects everyone in the family to abstain things that she can't eat or drink. So she's one of those, well, I can't have this, and then complains about it, pisses everybody off, and then apologizes for it later. It's like a cycle, is what she's describing here. It's hard on our parents because Lisa lives 2 houses down from them, so they can't escape this rule, and it's really wearing on Dad because his hobby, his passion, is wine. Oh, you can't fuck with Dad's wine. Come on.
No.
Come on. He's not pregnant. You are. My husband, Alan, 39, male, and I went over to see Mom and Dad last weekend, and while we were there, Alan was talking to Dad a little bit. A tourist town we went to for our wedding anniversary a few weekends ago, and let it slip that we went to dinner at the main attraction for that town. It's a winery. Lisa overheard and lost her mind that we dared to drink while she's pregnant. The hell?
What?
Yeah. She's one of those. My wonderful, supportive, vibrant parents just deflated and looked like they were bracing for impact, which pushed me over the edge. I told Lisa and Alan and I were going to a winery 100 miles away for our anniversary, had zero impact on her or her baby's health, and she needed to stop being a tyrant. She got angrier and said that I was undermining her pregnancy. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, yeah, right.
And she's,
because she got mad?
I know. And she's hormonal, so we should expect this from her. I reminded her that I have 2 kids, so I know firsthand how hormones can make you irritable. But it doesn't give her a free pass to be a heinous bitch.
Shut up, bitch!
She threw a few more choice insults at me and stormed off. Mom said I should not have done that because it'll make her a nightmare for them for the foreseeable future. I apologized to them and Alan, offered them our guest room, but I don't think I was wrong for calling Lisa out on her behavior. So herein lies that big question. Am I the asshole for calling my pregnant sister a heinous biatch? What do you think, Brian? I love a good security board. Okay. Here's what. Yeah, go ahead.
You can't. I don't know the truth.
Yeah.
Kind of matters. So no, I don't think. I'm going to say no. You're not.
Yeah, I don't. Some people.
Oh, I just called somebody a. Oh man, I just called somebody a bitch.
Yeah.
In an off way. A pregnant woman. Oh, I feel horrible.
You might.
Not really.
You might feel like guilty after the fact, but really, you're going to tell me what I can eat or can't drink while you're pregnant, even though like it has nothing to do with you? I'm not going to stop my life because, come on.
Yeah, just because you're pregnant. Kind of.
I would have walked to the refrigerator and cracked a beer right in front of her. Like, look.
Right in front of her?
Yeah, come on now.
I would have made her crack.
Yes. And
hey,
then,
crack this beer.
And then her husband's there, and it's like he has to witness this. And, you know, the husband's like, "Fuck, man, why are you guys doing this? I have to go home with this." You know, that's a horrible. You know, we've all been there. It's like, "Fuck, dude." Like, and I don't know where. I mean, it's your sister, so it's easier to call your sister a bitch.
Family, it's family. That's why I'm also you're not. No, it's just family. I mean, it's not like the end of the world.
You're not losing a friend.
Yeah, she'll be okay. Once it's over, 9 months later, and she needs a babysitter.
Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely right. Like, remember the time? I don't know. I kind of feel like, he's justified. Like, we had a great time last week at a winery, and you're going to give me shit about it now after it's all over and done with. Like come on. What kind of fucking world do you live in? I don't agree with that.
Exactly. Me neither.
All right, we'll do one more, Brian. You ready?
All right. Yes.
I'll let you choose this one. Am I the ass for telling my sister she can't wear a red dress to my wedding or else she is uninvited? Okay. Or am I the ass for calling my girlfriend and her parents terrible hosts? Ooh. Both of which deal with family.
Everybody's got. You know what? It's Thanksgiving.
It is.
It's what it is.
It's what it is.
It's what it is.
These were both written 3 hours ago.
Yeah. They got to face each other tomorrow.
So. Yeah. Telling my sister she can't wear a red dress, or you're terrible hosts.
I want to know what the red dress thing is. Why can't they wear a red dress? Like, what's the
I'm sure it's like you're going to outshine the bride. Or maybe it's like a Jessica Rabbit red dress. Let's read it. It's very
let's read it.
It's very short, so here we go. My wedding is coming up, and since I've gotten proposed to, me and my husband have been adamant about pastel colors being worn by the guests. Pastel colors.
Okay.
All right. My stepsister is saying that she bought this expensive dark red dress to wear to the wedding recently. I'm not hard to deal with as a person, but I feel like she shouldn't have bought the dress knowing that I wanted people to dress in pastel colors. She's also isn't hard to deal with as a person usually, so I don't know why she's acting like this. So, she's usually easygoing. Now, last night, I texted her saying she won't be able to come to the wedding if she's planning to wear the dress. And she asked if I will be reimbursing her for the dress, and I told her no. She's now telling the family that I'm being a bridezilla and acting unreasonable. So herein lies that big question.
Am I the asshole?
For telling my sister she cannot wear the red dress to my wedding or she is uninvited. Let's see. Brian, you've been married 4 times. Has anybody... yeah. I'm just kidding. I know.
Never.
Would this be something... Let's put it into perspective that your bride-to-be is having a complaint like this. Would you pay attention to this complaint? Would you back her up? Or would you actually go and say, hey, you can't wear the red dress to the wedding?
Well, what's more important, getting married and having people be there, or forcing people to everybody dress in pastels? I mean, I don't know.
I love the way you think. I kind of on that boat now. That wasn't even like a thought in my mind. It is more important to get dress. I mean, married than it is to worry about the colors of the dress.
Yeah, it's nice.
What a level-headed man you are. I was ready to fucking throw over the champagne table, but all right. I see where you're coming from. A little diplomacy never hurt anybody.
I don't know. She's...
Yeah.
Let her wear what she's going to wear. I
Yeah.
mean, as long as it's... I mean, it doesn't... It's... Do you want her there? And honestly, it sounds like there might be some envy going on there.
Okay.
That maybe is unexplored. I don't know.
Sounds pretty good.
It's family. What do you do? You're gonna not allow them. So I don't think you're an asshole. I don't think that. I just maybe lighten up a bit.
10% asshole.
And you're also, it's also a lot of pressure for when you got 2 people they're getting married and they've got a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah.
They gotta take care of a lot of things. So there's a lot of that going in to it. Causing stress. So this is why I've never done it. I like a stress-free life.
Oh, hell no!
All right. I kind of figured that if somebody were asking me to do something for their day, okay, I would just do it. It's like, all right, when it comes to my day, you better fucking do what I want then. It'd be like a this for that. This is what you want.
Yeah, that's true too.
I just... how hard is it? You can wear your red dress at a fucking club. Go wear it over there.
That's true. That's also a good point.
But I wouldn't stress. I don't think I would attack her. Yeah,
I wouldn't go after her. I wouldn't ban her from coming. I would just be not happy with her. But I'd get over it also because I have my own shit to take care of, and I can't find a dress that fits well.
Oh, I have a store where I get fitted. So maybe. I'm with you. I love it.
No, but yeah. So no. I just focus on the wedding, not so much on.
I agree with
your
that.
sister is all of a sudden you're going to end a relationship over that. I mean, come on.
I agree with you. Not an asshole, maybe just an anal cavity. Okay, all right. Thank you for the Mac. I appreciate that.
Tony.
All right. Well, we got to get going for the day. But before we go, Brian, any shout outs that you'd like to, anything for our audience, anything like that before we get going for the day?
Well, I'm actually going to be in Orange tonight.
Where at?
And a friend of mine, she's Mercedes Moore. She's got a gig out there, and she's asked me to come and sit in, so I'm going to do that.
Where at?
At the American Legion post there.
In Orange?
Yeah, post 135, I think.
By the circle.
Something like that.
Yeah, Street Swing Tom does a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to be there tonight, but then also, I think December the 7th, I'll be at another Legion Hall in Newhall. And, so.
Okay. And that's...
I'm not doing a lot of live right now. I will.
Yeah.
This coming year will be a lot more. lot more of that. But
hey, at least you're sitting in, man. You're gonna have a good time doing that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Definitely a performer.
It's a great band. That's a lot of fun. That's a fun band. Mercedes Moore is a real fun band.
Nice.
Blues.
I love blues. As a matter of fact, that's what I learned on the guitar first was the blues.
Yeah. Where's your gal?
Huh?
Where's your gal?
Oh, she had to take off. Yeah.
She had to take off?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just us, man?
It's just us. Let's get fucked up.
Let's get fucked up.
Yeah. So, anything else for the audience? You got a couple places you're going to be playing tonight. Big shout out to the band on helping on all the great tracks. Anything like that?
Thank you. Yeah, honestly, I'm really grateful for, everything that all these people have put into these tracks, man. They're so good. I'm so pleased. And as we go along, there's so many people. There's Itaro's on a few tracks. I've got Armando Durrami. I've got some stellar people that are just amazing talents. And I'm just so grateful to know so many people. So that who just donated, their time. It wasn't like a big production getting them in. They were all willing to do it. Suckers.
Right. Suckers. Nice.
It wasn't a big, so I don't think I got anybody that said no.
Nice. Nobody wore the red dress. Good job, man.
Yeah. But so I'm really fortunate to have friends that are so talented.
Nice.
It's really.
I hate all of you.
Very blessed. Yeah, they're all jerks.
Well, thank you so much, Brian, for hanging out with us, man. We're looking forward to all the music that you're going to go ahead and put out. Mulholland Drive, everybody. It's going to be available on Spotify and every other streaming platform by tomorrow. We've put it on our rotation so you can hear it throughout the day. If you love what you're hearing, go ahead and hit that like button. And then when we do the top 10 countdown, we'll go ahead and play the favorite tracks of the people. So here you go, Mulholland Drive from Brian Hogan. Thank you so much for joining us. Got to get going for the day. I'm sorry about that, Brian. I wish we can hang out a hell of a lot more, in person. But this is
we will.
This is pretty cool too, though. At least we get to connect again.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
You too, guys. Man. Don't eat all the cheese, asshole. And when it comes to
but the meat's okay.
Meat's okay. But stick around. At 12 o'clock, we got Ronnie C's Jukebox Jamboree playing the very best of the California rockabilly. So you can rock out with your cock out or jam out with your clam out, everybody, from 12 to 2. We will see you Monday. This is the last day on our Hump Day.
Hump Day.
And it's time to get into these holidays. I don't want to do it, but it's time, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
You're always invited. You want to come over and get some turkey?
Definitely.
Come on down, man.
We gotta hang out.
Have a good one, Brian. We'll see you.
All right, buddy.
But
thank you.
You're welcome.
You better